I like having female gamers on because I feel like they can provide so much insight that. And so our special guest for today is Supernova, and Rob's here.
Hey everybody.
So I'm looking for the page that I wrote all this stuff down on. All right.
Ouch.
So I'm actually, yeah. You actually just came in at the right time. I need to find my remote because after last time, I don't want the volume of my TV to be overpowering, like my voice. So mute. All right. So this is the one about E3 and like the after events and the things that we liked and didn't like. Now the list I made is somewhat incomplete. I just barely saw Nintendo's conference last night, which was 25 fucking minutes, and I'm kind of
Really?
yes, it was 25 fucking minutes, and
Wow.
I just want to say as a whole, the state of E3 is a little bit weird to me, and I also want to say that in the background we're gonna be chasing down this one guy because he ran the fuck over as soon as I get the bike. So yeah, enjoy that. But yeah, the ones I'm focused on is Microsoft's conference, Nintendo's conference, and Sony, Ubisoft, EA, and Bethesda. And of course, there are only certain games that I care about with these. I didn't care about their entire conference or anything like that. But yeah, I can't remember. Okay, so I'm confused. Like I saw Microsoft's conference while I was watching it, and I have Uncharted listed as beneath, I'm not Uncharted. I have Assassin's Creed listed as, but they did show it though, right? And Ubisoft. Okay, so what did Ubisoft
Everyone
show
showed
of
on
Assassin's Creed?
Assassin's Creed. Honestly,
Everybody except for Sony. Okay. That's see when they do stuff like that, I feel like that's stepping on toes because, in all honesty, Microsoft wouldn't have had nothing to show, like nothing. Right. And oh, I'm sorry, Rob. I forgot to mention. Drea's not like saying anything, but she's here too as well as saying. They're just
she's really
representing.
quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's trying to
But
get me on the phone.
But yeah, I would say Microsoft did a lot better job this time. Nova called it on the head when she said it's like Sony, but just not as fantastic because, if somebody said they were wearing shoes with wings on them and they did it and everybody was like, oh, that's fine, and then I come right behind them next year and say, hey, I'm gonna wear shoes with wings on, people are gonna be like, that's fine, but they're gonna be like, it was a cooler when they did it because they were the first ones to do it.
Yeah,
But
because like you're biting off or something.
right, but props to them for at least giving their fans what they want. I'm pretty sure their fans was hype as shit when they saw them
Oh yeah.
exclusive world premiere,
You hear the
exclusive,
audience.
exclusive. I was like, okay, you only got to say it one time. Right. And I don't think it and right.
Yeah.
Even if Anthem was just a timed release, which would suck for Anthem more than it. Like I think timed releases suck more for the publisher of the game than it does for the system to which it released to first.
I'm gonna kill him.
Like they need to cut that out. To be honest. It hurt Street Fighter. It hurt Tomb Raider.
It did.
It's just not cool at all. Well, well, I started with Microsoft because for some reason that was like the biggest thing on my mind. So I have Microsoft, Nintendo, Sony, and then at the bottom I have Ubisoft, Bethesda, and EA. But up under Ubisoft, Bethesda, and EA, I have the two games from Bethesda that I care about, and the three games from EA that I care about. And it's really one game from Bethesda, but Wolfenstein looks so good that it makes me think to my it makes me think to myself like, damn, where the fuck was I when this game first came out? Like, why was I not on this?
Not playing
it. Right. Right. But I'm gonna stick with Microsoft a little bit longer. Assassin's Creed was fire. That shit was amazing. It was everything I wanted to see in terms of, Assassin's Creed. Like it was a return to roots. Right. Yes. And I hope everybody learns from that.
Oh shit, Linda, wait a minute. Whoa. Damn, okay, let me get in. Yeah, I even considered buying it too, and I haven't bought an Assassin's Creed in years because every time they make one sound like the same form, you can't keep making the game every year.
It's almost like if they kept churning out Arkham Asylum games just for the fuck of it. Like if they just said, you know what, we need Batman going to space. Same mechanics, same everything. You just have different
it's the same formula. Yeah, it's like a reskin game basically.
Right. Now, the one that really surprised me was Far Cry. I've never played a Far Cry before, but it's something about co-op with friends that just makes me want to play it. And I think this could be Microsoft's like saving grace, because they can come out with exclusive games that are like co-op in a very good way. I think that it was at what?
Ubisoft. Yeah.
Okay, well, see, I'm jumping ahead of myself now. Well, because like it was all so good that it just seemed like it ran together. Wasn't Ubisoft and Microsoft on the same day?
No, Ubisoft was during the night, right? For us, at least.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're doing the day.
I swear, all of that seemed like it ran together. Now Microsoft doesn't have a leg to stand on. The only thing I'm thinking of is Assassin's Creed and Anthem, and all their exclusives, world premiere. Right.
The only thing go ahead. The only thing that I guess we can call their owners their exclusives, which are indie titles. I don't have a problem with indie titles. I love indie games, but it's not like a big like how should I put this? It's not like it's not like one of a big title, you know,
And you know what's weird? I'm like a huge racing fan, and the one game Microsoft had that featured a racing game, I kind of really didn't even care for. I cared for that car. I like seeing that Porsche. I was like, yes. But it just wasn't, it still just for whatever reason wasn't enough to me. Where these cars coming from? I'm just shooting.
I don't know, but it's just fun.
Right.
Right. Right.
So then that brings me back to my main focus of saying Microsoft needs better and stronger properties.
Pretty much.
Be able to. Right. And then people are talking about they're supposed to be changing the format to where it's like a phone where, as soon as the next upgraded thing that comes out and you buy like a phone, which I think is stupid because, you know, if I can improve your phone and it takes me a year, cool. Because you don't know what might happen with your phone. You use your phone a hell of a lot more than you do your system. But a system, if I tell you that I got a fucking graphics card that'll make this bitch run in 4K with no problem, and then like 6 months or like a year and a half down the road, I come up with something else, but it's a small change, I wouldn't expect anybody to want to buy that because it's not enough to warrant buying a system.
Plus, it didn't have a headphone jack.
Blackout is invincible. Oh,
how do you die? It's kind of like
a weird system of doing things. no pun intended.
It's kind of like, hey, we can sell. Hey, you got standard graphics on our older system, but with this new system, hey, 4K. What do you say? It, you know, some people, oh my god, yeah, I want it in 4K. You know, because the games will look much better.
And to be perfectly honest, I don't give a shit about 4K graphics. Like, as long as it's not buggy, that's what I care about. Give me a game that plays like Uncharted or The Last of Us. Give me a game that doesn't fall apart whenever I try to like do something. Just today, I'm not saying that they're going to buggy. Just today, my mobile command disappeared. I just saw my character sitting in my character. I thought it was just weird shit.
Some of the to jump that scene and
be the first one to be like, hey, we want this. Now, if it's somebody who is going from PlayStation to Microsoft or Microsoft to PlayStation, then those companies have to show us and give us, buy that thing. Anthem was really good in terms of, like, for it to be a Microsoft system. I like that Microsoft added that there because, I don't really want it to be one of those things where it's like, oh damn, Sony's gonna save the game if this better conference or something. I just want it to be, kind of playing it equal. Everybody has something that's good. Everybody has something that entices you to be consistent. I really feel like that might not have happened. Well,
it was.
Right. Because the one thing you've been saying is please don't downgrade the graphics. Like that's the only thing I've been hearing you say. Please don't watch all this. Don't watch all this. Like keep it the way we see it, please.
It's funny that you mentioned that, Rob. The other day when I went to GameStop, I had it's a guy I seen that previously on Destiny 2, and it was a girl in there as well. Both of them were pretty cool. It's pretty cool people. So I forgot how we got in the conversation E3, but she was like, we just somehow got to Anthem, And the guy was like, oh, it's made by BioWare, it's gonna be good. And then we explained like how it looks and stuff, and the guy was like instantly sold on it. He was like, already like, I know it's gonna have a good story and this and that other. I'm like, wow, you have that much faith in it. And I'm hoping that it's true because, you know, during E3, it looks so, it was just amazing. It took your breath away how it had this open world feel as if the world, it was, I don't know, like everything in the world had life to it, if that makes sense. Or it's just...
And, you know, I don't want to be hooked up because...
I don't either. Nobody wants to.
Simply because it's supposed to work the same way as Destiny, but I guess a little bit better. And to me,
yeah,
the one thing I'm doing is story. So if I don't get a story at any time, then this game would be another disappointment. So, but moving on. I don't know if any of you saw the Nintendo conference.
I didn't watch.
Right. It was weird because it's like no matter what goes on in the game, it's almost like people just too mad at me.
Because Nintendo's been around the longest.
Well, yeah, that and they're family oriented. So I imagine the people who are watching these conferences for Nintendo are like either our age and love Nintendo, or they're like parents and they're like, oh, that'd be nice for my daughter. Or, oh, that'd be nice.
I feel like it's people our age. It's just like, you know, diehard fans.
Right. So I wrote down we have Yoshi. I don't know the name, the full title of it, but I know it involves going from 2D to 3D. You know, the idea that I got from it. Oh, okay. The idea or the term that I got from it was it reminded me of Little Big Planet. I don't know how, I don't know why, but it reminded me of Little Big Planet, and I thought it was amazing. I expect that game to do really, really well because it just seems like one of those things, you know? The other game was, they had some Fire Emblem game that came out. I'm not a huge Fire Emblem fan. I got like one friend I can think of in the entire world who cannot shut up about Fire Emblem. And when he tells me about it, I'm just like, what? Because the first thing that stuck out was the fact that he said, you lose a character, that character is gone for the rest of the game. You need that,
damn.
And if you need that character for something specific, well, you might as well just start over. I said, what? I said, bro, I'm not playing that type of game. Like, it looks fun, but that's too big of a risk for me. So, and then, they're developing a Pokemon game on the Switch. I like that. Now I have a reason to get a fucking Switch, even though we've never had a console Pokemon game. Well, actually, I take it back. We have had a console Pokemon game, but just not in the sense that because I'm thinking, you know, the whole standard collect 8 badges, raise 6 Pokemon type thing. But oh, right. But yeah, yeah, the other game I was thinking of that I saw was Kirby and Metroid Prime. I don't know why. I've never played a Kirby game, but I love Kirby. It's something about being able. I think it's
just lovable and adorable.
Right. I think it's the Mega Man mechanic. The Mega Man mechanic well, okay, I take it back. In Mega Man games, when you defeat your opponent, you normally like acquire an ability from them that you can use on like the next set of stages. Well, Kirby fucking eats his opponents and becomes whatever type of power that they're using. And I think that is amazing. And that is what's wrong with like Kirby games, or not Kirby games, but like with Kirby as a character. Then the Metroid Prime, I know a lot of people love Metroid Prime. I ain't seen a trailer. Well, yeah, I was gonna say that wasn't a trailer. I was gonna say that wasn't even a trailer to me. That was more like boom. That was more, yeah, that was more like boom in your face. And then we're just gonna hold this in your face, right? And I think that's why people are looking forward to it the most. Um, then there is, I I don't know how to feel about this, but they're poking DX, like poking tournament DX. And to be honest, if you had told me 3 years ago, or maybe you had told me 5 years ago that they're gonna make a Pokemon game where the Pokemon characters are like and like they just gonna fight each other, I would have laughed and been like, bro, you really finna put at the time, let's see, 5 years ago, I would say roughly 600 something Pokemon in a fighting game? Get out of here. But fast forward to today, and apparently it's the ish, right? Like I don't understand the hype behind it, but I ain't gonna knock nobody else, for saying it. I just can't believe that we're, getting another one of it. I didn't think it would do that well. But then they have Breath of the Wild DLC, which it is nice. It is nice, but it's hit or miss to me because I'm not gonna say I'm not a Zelda fan, but I just never played one. So and then I'm gonna save the best for last. But we're gonna move on to Ubisoft, Bethesda, and EA, and I just want to open up with Far Cry. Good lord. Man, I could see myself playing that with somebody for hours just because of all the hilariousness that could ensue. And I think that's where my gaming is going to, like, these days, where I don't even play like, it's getting harder and harder for me to play single player games, but games that tell a story and that I can play with like a friend, I'll play that. I really would play that. Right. Right.
Right.
Like, what could be better than that? What, I tell you. Oh yeah, that was amazing. Right. Man. Right. Man, Ubisoft definitely did their thing with that one. But then when I thought they couldn't, I know Assassin's Creed probably couldn't first, but when I thought it couldn't get any better, they showed me Assassin's Creed, and I was like, wow. And a car just spawned out of nowhere
Awesome.
and despawned at the
Thank
same
you.
time. A car literally just spawned just to hit me and then despawned. But when they showed Assassin's Creed, I was so terrified because I was like, bruh, are they gonna whitewash all these characters? Are they gonna like show him doing some bland stuff? Now with Assassin's Creed, I don't care if there's a graphics downgrade. What I care about is if there are things that are supposed to be in the game that they tell us now but aren't later. That is what will make me upset. Because all of his abilities was a little too far. It was a little too far.
You feel like it's all just glitz and glamour, but when you get down
Right.
to it and buy it, it's gonna be like, okay, so
I feel like
where's most of the game at?
it's shaky. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Well, as long as it is what it is, and I guess I can't be upset. Um, right. And I kind of hate it for these like when you're going up against a game that's coming out by Microsoft or Sony. I kind of hate it for anybody not directly tied to Microsoft or Sony because you you end up having to you end up like a Watch Dogs 2. You come out between the release of two great games, Call of Duty, and nobody cares. Call of Duty and fucking Battlefield 1. And then right in between, Watch Dogs 2. And you're like, man, I'm not gonna get this. I'm not gonna play that. Right. I don't know. And then it's I don't know. It hurts to me because it's like you want these games to do good because some of these smaller companies could use their own brands or whatnot, but I don't know. I'm just gonna chalk that one up to the game. Like whoever was their marketing person obviously didn't have a calendar when they said, hey, you should put this game out during this time. Or maybe they thought our game is so good we can take on the likes of Call of Duty Advanced Warfare and Battlefront 1. What could go wrong? People will probably buy it and then have it and then spend their time playing Call of Duty or Battlefield 1. And, they'd be like, you know what? I have Watch Dogs 2, but I'm waiting until I'm done with this one more. They're gonna be like you, Rob. One more match, and then I'll be right on it. So, welcome, Sean.
Hey, Sean.
He's probably getting his mic and stuff. But I think it's time for like my favorite entry. Like for some reason I was looking forward to this as much as you were because I might get this. Well, I take it back. I might not get this game myself because watching it is just so much more fun to me. But Evil Within 2 from Bethesda. Right. Oh my god. And see, it was, and like Nova, you gotta understand, like a year ago, or maybe what was it, 2 years ago when this game came out, we kept asking ourselves, bruh, they gotta do a 2. But we were so scared because we were like, they might not do a 2, because it's one of those things where if the game doesn't do well, it doesn't get a sequel. But man, oh my goodness!
No, but the Evil Within, the first one did pretty good. I watched the Brad play because I don't play horror at all. I don't do horror. Y'all seen me play Resident Evil?
Right.
Yeah, no.
I don't blame you. I can barely make it through that prey demo, girl.
That is still funny. Rob is the funniest.
That shit really that scary?
It wasn't that it was scary. It was just the fact that you get limited supplies, man. Like, I can't deal with games that want you to survive.
I was watching Nova play it, and she was, like, freaking out and shit, and I was like, just shoot it.
Man.
So, I mean, I guess you gotta
play it. I don't like things jumping out at me.
I feel like I pulled a U. I feel like I pulled a U and
said,
just wasted all my ammo in that glue gun.
Yeah, glue cannon, yeah. Lenny was shooting shit.
Man. Right.
So, what was it called? The Phantoms?
I don't know what the hell that thing was called.
Those large ones?
You talking about the enemy? The enemy or the gun?
It was called...
the Phantoms. Those the large, I forgot the name for them.
Man, mimics?
Yeah, they're mimics, but the large ones I think are called Phantoms.
And Rob made it further than I did because he said there was
he
said there were some worse than that one. I said, bro,
yeah,
I only ever saw the 2, the small spider-like ones, and then the larger. Oh my goodness!
The Phantoms. There's one. Man. There's one bigger than.
We just not gonna talk about none of this. We just not gonna talk about none of this, cause, Rob, what do you? I was gonna ask you what were you expecting from Evil Within 2, but continue.
Right.
Yeah. Right. Right. And you know it's funny? When I watched the small little podcast about it, not podcast, but like the live stream about it when they were behind the scenes, it was three guys sitting on a chair, sitting on a sofa, and they were talking about the game. And he was like, yeah, you know, when we send this stuff to the guys in Japan about the creation of the monsters and this, that, and the other, you know, and then we have the guys from America, and you know they're looking at it too. He was like, the guys from Japan are like, all right, cool, this looks great. And then on the back end for the American guys, they're like, what the fuck is this? Like, he's basically saying that whenever
that sounds about right.
He was basically saying that whenever they see like the creatures or whatnot, it makes them ask themselves like, who in their right mind thought of this? And it makes sense because when you think about Mortal Kombat and like how gorish their fatalities look, you know, I can't help but ask myself like, who thought of this? Like, who? But
right. Mentally disturbed, yes.
Either that or they're like highly talented and we just don't know. But
that too. Because, you know, with creativity comes madness, for sure.
Right. Name one genius that ain't crazy. Ooh, I don't remember that, but if that's there, that's a welcome addition to me.
I don't believe
it. Yeah. But see, the thing is, I didn't feel like he was a bland asshole. I just felt like he was bland. I felt like he felt like everything around him just wasn't real enough, so he just kind of couldn't take it serious, and it made his character kind of suffer for it. Because it was like...
is it like a lack of dialogue and emotion and personality?
Yeah, it was.
Is that what you felt?
It was.
But now that you said that, I kind of noticed that as well.
And to me, that doesn't...
When I think back on it.
I would say, to me, it doesn't make him an asshole. It just makes him... unmoved. Right. Because I guarantee you, if I saw Lisa, I would be in shock. She would have killed me. She would have just had to kill me because I would have been too scared to move. I'd have probably pissed and shit in my clothes. And I would have been like, well, ain't nothing left for me to do now but die. Like that's crazy. I don't think I did. I know I did now. I know I did.
Yeah, I only seen the trailer apparently.
They fixed the walking? No.
Just more fluid.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Oh, for real?
October, Friday the 13th.
I forgot.
Yes, sir.
Alright. So
Get it day one so I can watch you play.
So I'm not gonna stay on this one for like too long because I feel like I'm the only one who can kind of relate to these things. But Need for Speed Payback is a thing. You know, for some reason, I never get tired of them coming out with a new Need for Speed every year. Even though they haven't really been doing that every year, I just never get tired of it because it's near and dear to my heart. And every time they do it, they change something or they try something that's never so bad. I just want to be like, man, that was a fucking terrible idea. I mean, the only downside to the last Need for Speed that came out in 2015 was the fact that it was always online. With this one, definitely not going to be like that. So I'm happy. The story looks like it's going to be another good one. to me, all the stories have kind of really been good. Well, all the ones that I've played have been good to me, except for you know, like the early PlayStation ones, because they didn't really deal with story and plot and all that back then. But I think this one might be another buy to keep. You know, everybody got that collection of games where they buy the game, they play it, and they love it so much they never sell it or return it back. So I think
Yeah.
I've never done that with any of my games.
What? You never? Wait a minute. Pause.
Never
You
taken
never?
a game back.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I thought it was the opposite.
No.
I thought he was going to say the opposite. I was like, bruh, you've never had an attachment to any of your games that you just don't sell them?
I don't never sell them, but the only game I've ever really had an attachment was Ape Escape on PlayStation 1.
Oh my goodness.
Like I literally, yes, I beat that game. I beat that game top to bottom, and then continued to do that over and over again.
Man, I never.
And it
got a chance
wasn't
to play
because that
game.
was like the only game I had on PlayStation. Like I had other games, but I loved that one so much that I kept doing it over and over again. Like I knew all the unlockables. I knew how to do everything on the game, where all the weird cookies and all the other shit was, all the hidden monkeys to catch. I found all of that shit multiple times.
I'm also gonna, yeah. Ooh, that's a good question.
Actually,
Sean in the hot seat.
ain't no hot seat. Nah, ain't no hot seat. I ain't scared of no hot shit, motherfucker. But goddamn, let me see. I think the only game that I would do that with is Overwatch. And it's not that I didn't like Overwatch. I got bored with it really, really quickly. But I've yet the only game that I didn't really like. We done been over all of this, so it's no big discussion or nothing crazy. It was that first Uncharted, but I didn't take it back. I ended up holding on to it. But like I said, we already talked about this and everything. But that and Overwatch are the only two games where I really didn't like them, and that's because, like I said, I got bored. I don't know if it was just, well, we already talked about Uncharted, but I don't know what it was about Overwatch. I guess it was too repetitive. I always consider myself to be a high stimulation individual, so if a lot of shit's not going on, if stuff isn't like blowing up continuously, or there isn't stuff to continuously just like find and look for and break into and just break in general, I get really, really bored. I mean, yeah, it took off, and a lot of people enjoy it. I just get fucking
wanted
bored.
a story.
Yeah,
I can't have a game without a story and just.
I want to sprint. It's only one character that can sprint, and it's an ability. I just want to run, motherfucker. That's all I want.
Bruh, see,
yes, fucking
more
Soldier
reason.
76. Now, other characters will have like a boost, or they'll be able to fly like a little bit, but no, like my favorite character on there was Zenyatta, and that's because you could support your team. And them little death balls was them motherfuckers was painful. Like them little metal balls of death that he would just fire at people. You kill some motherfuckers with them things. It was great. I had a blast. But that motherfucker don't die because you gotta float all the way back to wherever the team is, and don't let them be on the other side of the map because you floating for a while, motherfucker.
Wow.
And you can sit here and press whatever button you want. Zenyatta don't give a damn. He not floating no faster.
And then the other thing was Battlefront 1 DLC, which I really don't. Yeah,
Battlefield.
The game is
actually
great.
Battlefront was great. Are we talking about that today? I hope so.
Battlefront.
I'm gonna yell about it.
But I want to yell about it.
Battlefield 1 DLC, my bad, and then Battlefront was the one that I wanted to move on to. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Need for Speed was up on it.
Oh, and random opinion, I'm probably gonna get Need for Speed. Like I like Need for Speed too. That's the first time that I've seen a racing game that I like, cause I like the dynamics of it, and I like how you're not just driving around, like you're doing like crazy shit and breaking stuff and jumping on a truck and shit. I love that.
I like the cutscene, the cutscene to gameplay transitions.
Yeah.
That
was really nice.
That is even taking me off guard because that's never been done before in a racing game to me. it's always you drive somewhere, you get somewhere, and then cutscene, and then cutscene, and then it transitions from the cutscene. Yeah, it transitions from the cutscene to you being in a race. This is more like you're driving cutscene, back into driving cutscene, and I'm like, ooh, that's
you're fighting other cars with the car cutscene.
Right. I mean, you could do that. You could do that in Need for Speed Rivals. You can do that in Need for Speed Rivals, but it was a little bit. I think it was a little bit difficult, a little bit more difficult. Or,
I'm gonna be honest.
Actually, you had abilities in that one, so yeah. I kind of want to go back and get.
I'm gonna be honest. It's the only racing game that I wanted to play. What, other than Forza? And what was there another racing game between the conferences? Because it was the only one I saw that I wanted to actually play.
Gran Turismo is another racing game, but it wasn't mentioned at all. And then when it was mentioned,
no, that's right. I'm talking about conference wise.
Oh no, not for a racing game. It was just for Forza and Need for Speed. Oh, and that stupid ass Crew, which is the worst game in history.
Oh, the Crew 2?
Yeah. That's
some shit you want to do.
You know, people say that Need for Speed is an arcade simulator. That shit is an arcade simulator. Like, Need for Speed has more ground to stand on than the Crew 2. And
I didn't know that game did well. The first one.
Right, like that's the scary part. Like, people are buying into these trash ass games.
Either so well or the game is just a passion project.
But you,
honest.
Come on now. Right. Like, I don't understand why. Like, if I could write, oh my god.
That's Golden Child.
Man. Right.
Yeah.
Like, that's terrible. Like, the only thing I can watch.
I guess because you can parasail. Is that the game where you can like parasail with a boost, or is that another thing?
Bro, that's not another game.
No, I think that's some Ubisoft shit. I don't know.
Man, right? Like I knew this game was bad when I got it for PS Plus, and it was just garbage. And the only thing that can wash the taste of that thought out of my brain is how awesome that Star Wars Battlefront gameplay was.
Yeah, that was a blast.
Oh my god.
Yo, I already know. I'm gonna say it right now. Darth Maul is getting nerfed. Nope.
Oh,
Darth Maul
bro, what?
If you gonna play, if you gonna buy that game, we gonna have to buy it day one and go ahead and unlock Darth Maul.
Right.
That nigga getting nerfed. Did you see that? This motherfucker was a fucking lightsaber tornado the whole time,
like,
spinning and killing shit.
At the risk of like slightly changing subjects, his movement is new Arc Strider subclass for Destiny. Cause when I saw that video,
cause of the martial arts shit, yeah.
Right.
I hope the Arc Strider can do that little fly through the air shit, flying and spinning. Man, y'all motherfuckers ain't gonna be able to tell me to sit down. Shoot, son, shoot, get your shoot. Nope, that's all that's happening the whole time. Y'all already know how I am.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Man.
Oh yeah. It was gonna be like
Right, it's gonna become another Grand Theft Auto Online. For real though.
Yo, and then the game mode. Oh, sorry. I like how you can go into there as like a large scale. Like it's large scale combat. I think the mode that they had on there was like 16v16. It was like 10v10 and 16v16.
Oh,
we can all go in there. Like it's gonna be wide the fuck open. And it's aerial combat. This is like aerial combat in the game. You can fly a ship and be a Jedi. That's fine with Sean.
Oh shit, no.
I'll probably be that motherfucker with the machine gun, whatever class that is. I don't remember, but yeah, I'll be that motherfucker.
Right.
Yeah, he was holding a minigun and just firing.
And I'll probably be the jump class, the ones that basically are close to fucking flying, cause if it's anything, I love being air support or being like a medic on the team. And if I can't do either of that, then you can best believe you can catch me in an AT-AT or the smaller one, just claw stomping folks, stepping on everybody. But I really love the way they did the flying, the way the flying looks. It just seems so...
Oh, hell yeah.
Right.
You look like you're in a fucking Star Wars movie. Like, that shit is... And if you turn too short, motherfucker, that's your ass. Like, niggas was dying during the gameplay from hitting fucking buildings and shit.
Right.
Great.
Like, that whole thing was amazing. The only thing I'm disappointed in was we got to see how awesome Darth Maul is, which I'm not surprised because his character is like one of the only characters who has a double-sided lightsaber. But I didn't get to see how Rhea plays. Like, I want to see, you know, what her actual character sprite is. That's the only thing.
You're gonna have to. You're probably gonna have to wait till it comes out because the thing about Darth Maul is that also, like the guy who came in first, a pro-level player or higher-level player was playing with Darth Maul. So of course they're gonna have the camera on him flying through there, fucking up shit. I think I saw Rey for like 15 seconds, and then she got smacked by Darth Maul, and that was it.
No, she got
So
shot by,
you probably gonna have to wait until it comes out.
She got shot by a stormtrooper, bro. One thing they said they took away.
I didn't know what the fuck happened. All I know is Darth Maul and Rey died.
She got hit in her spleen and collapsed like a sack of potatoes. She was more dead than Grandma stuck to the
sack of motherfucking potatoes.
Yeah, but she I don't know, like it's I'm so speechless from this game. Like the one thing they said they took away from this game though is what was it? They said in the I don't know if you even played the previous one, but when you're moving and a character shooting at you with a blaster, they automatically deflect the blast. But in this version of the game, they don't do that. So like the PS2, okay. Yeah, so like the PS2 version, you can usually just hold block as you're running, and you be like Battlefront, Star Wars Battlefront.
Wait, you said PS2 version?
Yeah. No, I'm saying that like a feature in the PS2 version was that you could hold the block button, and as you're running, if someone's shooting you, you would deflect the bolts, the laser bolts. But in this one, the PS4 version, that doesn't exist at all. So I think that brings a little bit of gameplay because if I was Darth Maul, I would never fucking die because I have two blades with which I can deflect and reflect and just all out avoid, getting hit. So, yeah, that was it for me for EA. Now we move on.
Wait. EA had that game. The game, A Way Out.
That was by them? Oh shit! I knew I was forgetting one. I was like, man,
I don't even remember A Way Out. So
A Way Out was the one. A Way Out was the one where, yeah.
Oh yeah.
In the prison, and sit back in the 60s.
Yeah, I remember that.
Right. Man, I can't wait. Oh yeah.
But I think, didn't they say, is it going to be set up to where you have to play with a friend, or it's just optimized for gameplay with a friend?
I thought you could play offline.
I like that. I like that it will be one of those games where yeah, no, you can play offline. Like you can do like living room co-op, and I like that. But at the same time, it's like,
right.
I don't really know about. I never know about a game that I can't play by myself. But at the same time, I do like the concept.
Right.
It's pretty different.
That is just... That game looks like it has so much potential. I hope nothing happens.
I don't know if that happens either, but I think they can pull it off. It looks like something that'll have a really good immersive story.
Right. Right. The only thing that tops him was the fact that all them people came up on stage during Bethesda's conference and cried when they showed. Wait, was it Bethesda or Ubisoft? But it was
oh, you bitch!
It was between.
I'm finna say, wasn't nobody crying in Bethesda. I saw Bethesda.
I mean Ubisoft.
Ubisoft. The only thing that tops that is when they do cry and they Right, a game that I don't.
Oh,
Don't know
yo, did y'all see
anything
the?
about.
Oh, of course, y'all saw the gameplay trailer for that. That shit looks fun.
It does look nice
Right.
though. Even though I've never played that before.
I didn't know there was a first one. But I mean, yeah, Beyond Good and Evil 2.
That's. Bro, that's. I gotta know. I gotta. That's why I've never heard of this game, because I didn't know there was a first one. I'm sitting here like, Beyond Good and Evil 2? When the hell was the first one come out? Oh my god, I just saw this woman get hit by a car.
Why are you, Lyndon?
I went back to story mode so I could like further myself on not doing anything.
I'm back from the desert and I don't want you around here.
Yeah.
But it's half my
There's people starting to mess about to get real violent in it.
But there's like almost nothing for me to do. Then my phone keeps going off while I'm playing this Franklin. Sony. Oh my god, Sony. And I want to say...
Now, this is when you motherfuckers are going to have to let me know what the fuck is going on.
Right.
You
so
still don't watch Sony?
No, been all fucking week.
Man, you don't have to talk, man.
If I would have watched the fucking conferences, I wouldn't have gotten any sleep. I'll be asleep right now, motherfuckers.
Here's what I want to say. Aside
All I
from
want
IGN,
is the fucking Horizon Zero Dawn DLC. I heard about that. That's all I care about right now.
That was the second thing they showed after they showed after they showed Uncharted. And it was weird because all of us are in the party watching, the stream, and IGN's audio for whatever reason decided it wanted to go out or not
that
be
pissed
turned
me
all
off
the
so
way
bad.
up. So we're watching this amazing fucking trailer and cinematics and whatnot, but we can't hear none of the shit that's going on. So me and Rob decide to find, the actual PlayStation channel. Rob finds the PlayStation channel, not find the PlayStation channel. The only difference is Rob finds it in English.
You found it in fucking Japanese?
I found it in Spanish.
How the fuck you find it in Spanish?
I didn't see. I didn't.
How did you find?
I had no
Japanese
inclination.
ass Sony's conference in Spanish, nigga.
I had no inclination.
Did you find
that it
this
was
motherfucker got lost
like
on the
that.
internet? That's what that was.
What happened was we were all watching it. We were all looking at it. We're like, all right, this looks cool. This looks great. Ain't nobody talking. Sean Layden comes out on the stage and he speaks. And like, I swear, 30 seconds, not even, like half a second after he speaks, I hear like Spanish guys speaking. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, do y'all hear these people in the background speaking Spanish?
You're like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, no was like, what are you talking about? Ain't nobody speaking Spanish. I said, wait a minute. I think I found the Spanish version of the channel. And I think Blackout was like, how did
That's what should have been.
they have that? Oh my goodness.
That was too funny.
That was definitely a memory right there. But after they showed everything, they showed Lost Legacy, Horizon. Then they went into God of War. They showed a little bit more of the story, and I think we saw a glimpse of who the little boy's mother is. Who, honestly, I think she's just gonna be a nameless person because I don't know. She kind of looks like a throwaway character to me. She really looks like a throwaway character. Yeah. If it's
you talking about the woman that he's the boy is like talking to, and like, was it like, or is it Kratos that is talking to her?
Yeah, it's her and Kratos talking, and she was telling him about how he needs his father and this, that, and the other, and she really just seems like he might be. I have to look at that again because she kind of look a little old. Granted, Kratos is old too. Oh, and I'm glad I brought this up. I was on my way to work last night, and I thought to myself, what if they have another, like, we know how God of War games are. What if they have another sex scene in that bit, and you do it, and then the title of the trophy is Just Like Old Times? That would blow. That would blow my mind. If you just see like two Nordic women. see two Nordic women like spread eagle on a horse, and he says, "Look away, boy," and then he just
what kind of shit? Oh god, that'd be too much.
Right?
Look away,
then,
boy. No, that'd be a little bit too much now. Goddamn.
And then you just hear it all off screen with the button presses and everything, and then you just ding, just like old times.
Yeah, it's too much.
Right. Oh man. Like that's
Damn, why the fuck? I'm glad y'all told me about that because I got all the previous God of Wars in here. My PlayStation 2 is on,
Now
motherfucker.
you about to
Oh,
play it.
my goodness.
You about to play it now.
Damn right,
Like,
motherfucker. On my
You about to
PlayStation
watch
2.
it, you about to
It
find that sex
like
scene.
I don't like I
Yeah,
because
damn right.
for whatever reason I was thinking about God of War and how like brutal these fucking games are, and that was the first thing that popped up in my mind from the first one because I was like, wait a minute, they definitely had a scene where Kratos was just smashing like 3 chicks in a bed one time. So are they gonna continue this trend with the 4th one? I'm waiting on it. Just look away, boy. And then, I mean, it's gonna be more dialogue than that.
If I hear that shit in that game, I am not gonna be able to continue. No.
It's gonna be something along the lines of, "I need to do this. Look away, boy. Look away." And then you're gonna hear the bling, just like old times. Like, but the greatest two parts of the conference to me, the meat, if you will, Days Gone and Spider-Man gameplay. More so, I like the length of the Spider-Man gameplay, but I'm more appreciative of Days Gone because it's a new IP. So, I mean, technically Spider-Man's a new IP too, but Spider-Man is an established brand in the minds of people. But Days Gone, like, and then I saw with PlayStation Access that they said there were some things that they saw when they played the game that, you know, we didn't see during the demo. So like the freakers, which are like their terminology for zombies, they only come out I think in the rain. And then the dogs that we saw, they said when they went through it, it wasn't dogs eating like that, the animals, it was like crows. Now whether or not the crows still attack, I don't know. But I thought it was pretty interesting that the way the game plays can also vary depending on your time of day or your weather pattern. Oh yeah, that's what it was. I think it goes between snow, sunlight, and rain. Right. Right. Play that bit at the. But and then I'm wondering, like, can you wait out the weather?
Speaking of weather, have y'all talked about Anthem already? Did I miss that?
Yeah.
You did. That was like the first thing. The first thing. But we'll let you get your 2 cents in when we wrap up Spider-Man and Days Gone.
I don't need you to let me get my 2 cents in. I said what the fuck I want.
Shit.
Nah.
Wait, we can't forget Destiny either. I'm sorry, we cannot.
Yeah.
Being that we are like.
I'm glad.
We need to talk about Anthem versus Destiny.
Yeah,
And I wanted to hear your thoughts on Crackdown because I remember you saying that you wanted to talk about that, and you know that to me that was
my thoughts on Crackdown is boom.
That was a curveball to me when I heard that.
Explosions, motherfucker. Yeah, I like the wildness of it. Like it looks like a game for like kids and shit, but I like the fact that shit was blowing up all the time. It looks like something that I would play if I didn't feel like really focusing too hard. Yeah, I know. Now if I was to get an Xbox, I ain't getting no fucking X for that shit. Hell no.
They hadn't even said what the features of the system were. No. I meant the features.
No, he was saying the Xbox X.
Damn the game. I'm talking about the features of the system.
They didn't give us any specs.
Cause you.
Wait, the specs on it? Yeah, they gave us all the specs on that goddamn thing.
No, not the specs. I'm talking about the features. Like when the PlayStation 4 came out, they said you could go online. They had different TV things ready, like Hulu, Netflix, all of that, YouTube. I'm talking about features. We have heard nothing, man.
Yeah, it's probably gonna have like the same entertainment features, other than well, like it doesn't have like a HD Blu-ray something or another that I'm guessing the previous versions don't have. Yeah, right. It's just probably gonna be a more powerful Xbox. I feel like I just came from this direction.
A more powerful.
I feel like I just came from this direction. Oh fuck. And it was funny because I was talking to this guy at work. And he was like, the Blu-ray technology is owned by Sony, so they're licensing this technology from Sony to put into a thing to compete with Sony. It's really ironic and weird.
That's funny because they're just gonna do nothing but make more money either way. Oh, you guys are
upsetting us? So that's probably why Sony's not like, we have to have an immediate answer. They're probably like, yeah, fuck it, we're okay either way. Sony, them smart motherfuckers out there just chilling. They're like, yeah, like it doesn't matter what happens. Like no matter what.
That's lit.
I wish they would have though. They were looking forward to it. Honestly.
But see, here's the thing. Here's the sweet part. And Rob, you reminded me of this PlayStation experience.
Yeah.
Oh, between. Oh yeah, so they can't drop everything at EA, or it wouldn't be, wouldn't be smart to drop everything at E3.
Well, here's how I feel. I feel like you could do that, but just have like the trailers and stuff for E3 and the gameplay and stuff for PlayStation Experience. If they're exclusive.
But I don't know, because if you think about it, the trailers is what get people hyped to the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Like trailers are what kind of open the door and kind of build the hype, and trailers are what, circulate heavily and shit. So I mean, you might like that's what the trailers are, what blows the hole in the wall essentially. I can't really figure out a better way to describe it. These trailers blow the hole in the fucking wall. So would I rather blow the hole in the wall at somebody else's conference or blow the hole in the fucking wall at my conference?
Right. Good point. But the Spider-Man though. Right. And then they're probably not going to announce it. They're probably not going to announce that it's going to be there until like, October. So, but, right. Spider-Man. Boy, did Rocksteady put their foot in this or what? like that shit's looking real familiar. Right. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm saying ain't nothing wrong with that. Man, I don't know what Rocksteady calls their engine, but I hope it's the steady engine, cause that shit is steadily being copied. Like,
yeah, give me 1 second.
Damn. Yeah. Ain't no Red Dead. I feel like Red Dead might be.
You mean Rockstar?
Rockstar or Rocksteady. Neither one were there. I'm expecting Red Dead and what's the other one? Red Dead and something else. Oh, he actually stopped. To be, at that conference. Yeah.
You gotta save some things. You can't just be like, oh, here all this, throw it on the table. I feel like you gotta save some things and add more to the shock value, I guess. I wonder what...
Citizens report shots fired on Little Bighorn
feel like
Avenue
they...
in Rancho.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel like they know that everybody's waiting for The Last of Us. At least that one in particular. So they're like, we're gonna show this. I'm not gonna show it now. We're gonna wait. Go ahead.
I think what you have is like forefront games and then background games. And to me, the forefront games are The Last of Us and Last of Us and God of War. And then your background games, you actually got 4 background games: Cyberpunk 2077, Red Dead Redemption, Death Stranding, and what was that other one that there was one more.
Oh yeah, I realized that they didn't show nothing. They do have something for that. That'll probably be perfect.
A criminal resisting arrest on
Because that's supposed to be
Little Bighorn
a big
Avenue.
game, given everything that happened with Konami and what's his name? Is it Kojima? What's his name?
Hideo
Kojima, right? Yeah, so that's supposed to be a big thing. So if they're gonna have anything on that, that would definitely be experience. But it's a matter of whether or not they have something, because, like Rob said last time, when we saw that the release information, it was mostly cutscenes and small amounts of movement.
Right.
Or it was like a big cutscene, small amounts of movement. It generated some buzz, but the only footage people had were cutscenes.
Right.
To talk about and discuss. So,
I mean, people.
I don't know. I feel like we might not. And this Japanese motherfucker, you know how they is. So we might not see something from this.
Very
game.
secretive.
Honestly, for a minute, they secretive and they take forever. Like for fucking ever.
Oh yeah. Oh wait a minute, we talking about Sucker Punch? Ow.
No, we were talking about Death Stranding.
Ow. Oh, and yo, I just realized
you're probably right.
I just realized we never saw Sucker Punch's new IP either. That was the 4th game. That was the 4th game. Right. That was the 4th game. They better hit us with a damn Horizon and fucking go outside their element and then just fucking show us something that we ain't never seen before. Never heard of world premiere.
Are they
exclusive.
still in active studio? Have you checked on that?
Man, Sony would not close that bitch down. Sony would never close that bitch down. They better not close that bitch down.
I don't know, dog.
Right.
Okay, Infamous was great, but like I said, politics, man. You never know about politics and shit when it comes to
the only way I can see
if they made Infamous, yeah, I have faith that they're probably still around. Infamous,
the only way
Infamous was a game I played all of them. I played the mini game, and I didn't get to play the PS4 versions.
Wait a minute, they had a mini
game?
Yeah,
they had the first one, then they had the second one, then they had like a one where you were like a vampire that also had electric abilities, and then they had Second Son and First Light, and I never played Second Son and First Light.
The only one I haven't played is Second Son. I gotta play. Right, I've been trying to make time to get it, but with everything else that's like been coming out, it's so hard. It is so difficult. Right. They moving, man. It really
has. Like, I feel that way. Like, there are a lot of fucking games, and it's hard to keep up with everything coming out.
And you just started on Syndicate. And you've had that game for at least, what, 3 months now? He's had this game 3 months and has just now started playing it because of how about all the news. Meanwhile, I can't even seem to put my fingers back on Horizon because of all this new content
I'm
from
slightly
older
disappointed
games.
about.
Don't worry, it'll happen. Just give it time.
Hurry your ass up. You got stuff to talk about.
Give it time.
Damn.
Including my fight
What's
with
up?
the Tyrannosaurus Rex
What's up?
in a
Pool?
small ass
Appreciate
room.
the sub.
I want to talk about that.
I know. I feel like I'm alright. I feel like I'm right. I feel like I'm right about something that I predicted, but I don't want you to tell me. I really want to just try to
Hurry your ass up, because we're gonna ruin.
I really
ruin it for your ass.
You better not. You better not. I will buy a plane ticket.
I'm gonna ruin it for that
I
ass.
will buy a plane ticket just to get my revenge. Think I ain't petty.
All right,
Like,
come on. You know I got a sword in here, motherfucker.
just-
You better be ready.
Man.
Try to do with that crazy shit. I'm gonna meet you with a katana.
But yeah, that it's hard for me to get back on that. Like, my backlog of games isn't that long. Well, I take that back. My backlog of mainstream games isn't that long. It's only Horizon, Skyrim, and Final Fantasy.
Okay, well, go ahead and you gonna finish Horizon before you finish Skyrim or fucking Final
yeah,
Fantasy.
I know. I'm just saying, like
you me, motherfucker.
everything in my mind is it's on its way. But moving on, we're gonna talk about Destiny. This is the last thing we're gonna talk about, Destiny.
Woo!
So we got a really good look at that.
Hold on, before we even get started, Rob, I want you to download the Destiny beta when it comes out.
Oh yeah.
And I want you to give it a try. And I will
Please,
personally accompany you during
I'll
your
play
play.
with you
Like
too.
I will be your battle buddy.
Squad.
And I just want to hear your opinions and see if you like it.
No, I'm gonna be his battle
Right.
buddy. That's my husband.
I already called it, motherfucker.
I mean,
Look here,
wait a
I'm
minute,
married
wait
to
a
the
minute,
man.
wait a minute.
I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. You his battle buddy. You his life battle buddy. Okay,
Yeah.
let me have Destiny.
Y'all do realize
Yeah,
that
damn.
4 people can be in a squad, like.
I don't give a damn.
Over here
Battle
fighting-
fucking buddy.
Over here fighting for you,
Actually,
like,
hey, have
like,
they changed it to where 4 people can do a squad in the
and
PvE?
explore? I don't know.
Yeah.
I have to look into that.
I was about to say, that's my thing. We still don't have, I don't think we still have any more 6-man activities or any, like, we have 4-player modes for a comp. And I think they're going to have, like, separate modes, like a competitive mode and a, like, relaxed kind of mode for PvP. But it's like, there still doesn't sound like there are going to be a lot of 6-man activities
and
other than the raid.
I'm very disappointed by that because when I play Crucible, I'm expecting to jump into a fight and just be like, all right, this is it. I got my team of 6. Now, the only thing that makes this a little bit better is because whereas we would have to find 2 extra people when we go into the Crucible, we only got to find 1. But the downside is if we have a full 6, we can't take a full 6 with us. So now it becomes...
Actually, I think that I read or I think I got it from a YouTuber that they're gonna have. I believe they're gonna have a Crucible mode where like the legacy modes, kind of like control, supremacy, and certain shit is gonna still be there. And I think we're still gonna be able to do kind of our 6v6 thing in there. So that's gonna be more of a relaxed kind of mode, which you know, of course, I would look forward to as opposed to screaming angrily at my TV. But yeah. So I think that's gonna be their Crucible wise, but I was talking about like PvE 6-man activities.
Right. I think I'm gonna wait as well before I pre-order, even though I have earlier access to the beta. I think I'm gonna wait and get it at the same time Rob gets it before I decide I'm gonna buy it, and you know, I'll make my decision off of that because it might be one of those things where I just have to fucking wait 3 years until that bomb ass DLC comes out and be like, yo, here we go.
We'll find you.
As long as you just go find him in a thong, you'll bring him back just fine.
Wait a minute now.
God dang.
I did not agree to any of this.
Hey,
you didn't see
that
that
was just a suggestion.
You didn't see that contract?
Well, how about you go greet him in a thong?
Because he's not going to come back if I do that. Lyndon ain't never come back Lyndon ain't never coming back if I do that shit. If you do it, yeah, he'll be back.
Anything that's
He ain't gonna never buy another Bungie title ever.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a little deterred. I'm gonna be like, I don't think this is what I signed up for when they said
that shit not gonna work.
Oh my
not
goodness.
crazy.
Right.
I think it was everyone. I would hope it's everyone's problem with it. His name is Gary, actually.
This man said the big evil dude kicked that dude.
Yo, bruh, if raid armor looks anything like Gaul's armor, I'm going to be so happy.
Right, he doesn't speak Cabal.
I mean, that would make
anything.
sense.
Oh yeah,
you want to hear this motherfucker grunting the whole story?
Well, yeah, they could subtitle that shit. They can subtitle that shit.
I don't want to hear this nigga grunting the whole time, especially if he's supposed to be talking. There's supposed to be cutscenes where he's going to be talking to like the guy who inspired him to take over the Cabal Empire. I don't want to be reading no fucking subtitles for that shit.
Man.
Yeah.
I mean, I would, but I don't want to, motherfucker.
You know, it's funny. It's funny because I'll read subtitles for this, but I won't read subtitles for like Japanese anime.
Cause man, like with a game, you're reading a subtitle for a cutscene, nigga. For a Japanese anime, that's 20 minutes of fucking game or 20 minutes of fucking episode.
For a Japanese anime, I have to keep my eyes at the lower half of the screen 90% of the time.
Yeah. I hated fucking trying to keep up with that. Naruto episodes, the comic is like way past, but the Shippuden episode, man. I hated that shit.
Yeah, that's
I went to bed late. I went to bed late as fuck some days and came to work tired as shit because I spent the night reading fucking subtitles. Motherfucker, you can't multitask while you do that. You sitting there staring at the screen the whole time. You a good one. You can read and watch just fine, but you can't read and do your goddamn dishes, motherfucker.
Oh.
Man, I was gonna say I ain't got that sit down and read and watch the whole fucking time. I ain't got that. I ain't that blessed.
First of all, I only got 2 sets of arms to be able to do that.
This fucking flower better be at the end of this goddamn canyon. I'm gonna be pissed. Nah, shit.
I can't think of what it might have.
Well, that wasn't on Sony. That was on Xbox.
Yeah, let's see. The actual game, right?
Yeah.
What is the purpose of this game?
Oh, to
make decisions.
Somebody explain that to me.
No.
Yeah, what the fuck is actually going on in this game? Somebody explain that to me.
About it. Spoiler warnings, beware.
I played it. I didn't play it. I played it all the way up until episode 4. I was playing on my PlayStation 3. Then around the time episode 5 came out, that's when I was switching over, and I tried to play it on my PlayStation 3, and the graphics were so bad because I got a whole new TV and all, so it looked so bad I couldn't even play. It just hurt my eyes. Like, I already have to wear glasses. But the game if you would let me finish. I'm just saying. I'm gonna keep it up. Okay, I hate Rob. So basically, this girl, she gains, the main character of the story. I can't believe I forgot her name. Thank you, Max. She gains these powers, and she's in class. It's the crazy thing, she's in class. This daydream, she just gains these powers. Oh, she's actually falling asleep, and throughout like the course of the class, there comes a point in time she notices that she can rewind time somehow, or so basically throughout the story, she links up with one of her childhood friends, and she's changed drastically. There's also a missing girl, so that becomes them rekindling their friendship and trying to find this girl, and also like rewinding events and things within the story to try to fix and make it better. So you're saving some people, you know, fixing certain things that could have been gave you like, you know, a bad outcome. It's kind of like when you talk about Detroit Become Human, but it's kind of like, you know, Heavy Rain or any, yeah. So it's kind of like a choice-based game, basically. Yeah. No, but I like Life is Strange.
We gotta have an Anthem versus Destiny. Wait, Anthem versus Destiny conversation.
Yeah.
I wanted to
No, Square Enix made it.
So. Yeah, that's what threw me off because it's made by Square Enix and it doesn't look like a Square Enix game.
Right.
I like the way it looks.
It doesn't. Yeah, it looks great, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
It's like they have kind of a detailed animation type, and you don't see that in it. It's like a completely different animation type, which is why I'm like, how the fuck did Square Enix make this? You know what I'm saying? Like even like if you can go from like Final Fantasy to Nier to fucking well, not so much Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts isn't quite as detailed as far as character features, but it's still more of a... I guess Kingdom Hearts is more cartoonish, but it's still not as cartoonish as Life is Strange. So it's like, this is a weird kind of title, I guess, for them to make, or it's just weird to see them make this kind of game.
It's different from what they would usually make. Like how you're saying how it's like weird cartoonish. It's like cartoonish, but it has some very serious adult or just real life issues going on in the game. It's very, yeah, it's not like kitty and bubblegum and shit. It's like so, like certain things in the game are like so fucking serious.
To be honest,
like you have people, It's, I mean, yeah, but it's great though, to the point where they're making a sequel, a prequel actually, because it looks like, what's it called, Before the Storm? Right, okay, so they have Chloe, which is Max's best friend, and there's a girl named Rachel. Well, I don't want to spoil it for anybody who hasn't played the game. I'm just gonna shut up. But basically, it looks like it's just the beginning of Chloe's.
Yeah, I was like, I ain't getting shit. I mean, this is great. I'm not getting it, but nah. I forgot. This is a thing for people to listen to.
Yeah, I don't want to be that person. Yeah.
I say I don't care, but you know the fact that we're streaming,
I figure the viewers, whoever's watching this.
Right, I was gonna say the fact that we're streaming this.
Okay, Rob. Rob, I think you'll enjoy it if you, cause me and you both love Heavy Rain. And, you know, we're like big fans of it, so I feel like if you like that, you also like The Walking Dead, Telltale Games, then you'll actually like that one as well. So yeah, I think you should give it a try though. Please tell me what you think. I'm not gonna see it. I was like, I'm trying to be considerate. I don't want to be like, oh, it's such and such, and this and that and the other.
Inconsiderate as you human as you possibly
I'll be inconsiderate with you, Lyndon, when we're in a party without Rob or anybody else who cares to hear about the game. Or, you know, who doesn't want to know.
You don't need to tell me that because I do know about it and how.
Reloading.
About.
Come on.
Oh.
Have we gotten to Nintendo?
We did Nintendo.
I did skip that shit on purpose.
Oh, they did Nintendo?
Wait,
why? Okay, why did you skip it?
I skipped it not because I don't like Mario, but because I couldn't find the appeal for me. I mean, y'all probably could have mentioned in case y'all had some ideas.
Exactly, motherfucker.
Mario.
You have
Mario,
guests, sir.
No, Mario is like that brand that is like, it's not dried up, but it's not exactly fresh. They keep doing new things to it. Yeah, I mean, it's not gonna die, so I can't really... No. What are they aiming at? That's what I want to know. What is supposed to be the point? I hate to say this, but
I'll be right back, you guys.
Alright, I hate to say this, but the only Mario game that I care about is the 2D side scroller. I hate to be that guy, but damn, like, shut up. Let me live my dreams. I don't know. But then I gotta make my own levels. Make my own levels, like, oh, fuck that. Yeah, that's some cheating shit right there. That takes me back to the days of Cat Mario. Hell nah. I've seen that shit on somebody. I've seen that shit on YouTube where they were like, They were like some of the most hardest levels on the game, and they had random people just trying and shit. I was like, this is bananas. Oh my goodness. No, I'm not. I'm just trying to be busy for the sake of the podcast. But that's, I was trying to do it. I mean, so you mean to tell me that dinosaur in the beginning, if he throws it at that dinosaur, he can become a dinosaur? I'm done. I'm done. This game is breaking all the rules of logic to me. I mean...
It's Mario. It's Mario. I mean, we have a plumber. Okay. We have a plumber saving a fucking princess. There's no logic. There hasn't been again. Oh fuck! You
know what? When you say it like that, when you say it like that,
we ain't locked this motherfucker up in a box somewhere at this point. Like, come on.
When you say it like that, you just make the game sound so terrible. It is about him saving Peach again. You know what?
It's always about him saving her.
That's probably why I skipped over it when I mentioned Nintendo's conference, because in my mind I was like, it's just another save. The so many times you can do that. Man, are y'all getting mad at me? Are y'all really getting mad at me for skipping Mario? Did you? Were y'all gonna comment on it? I mean, okay, well maybe I didn't feel like that. I didn't feel like that was I feel like the best thing that was at their conference was the one thing they should have fucking showed gameplay for, but they damn sure didn't. Like, right. Like, I want to see that. I wanted to see Samus.
They probably showed that to build the hype, but that's probably not coming for a little while. That's probably why they didn't show anything. You know what I'm saying?
My hype is like glass right now. When they didn't show nothing, they just dropped the glass. So, but moving back to this.
Nah, because once they bring it back, like the same effect that Mario has on everybody else, Metroid is gonna have that effect on you when they start showing stuff.
Moving back to this Destiny versus Anthem thing, I don't.
He just walked off on that one. He didn't say nothing. He just kept walking.
I'm closing the door on that one. I'm closing the door on that one. I'm most certainly.
He forever done with Mario. Damn.
Well, I wouldn't say forever. I wouldn't say forever done. It's just the other reason I. Well, no. Well, hold on now. The other reason I didn't mention it was because if you hadn't noticed, when I mentioned Nintendo, I only mentioned, like, most notably, like, Pokemon and the games that I liked that they showed. It wasn't that I didn't like they showed Mario. It was just, like, I know I'm getting a Switch for this Pokemon game, depending on what it is. I myself didn't really, you know, you're talking to a guy who has a 3DS and like 4 to 5 Pokemon games as opposed to any other game. That's all that my Nintendo 3DS serves the purpose of, playing Pokemon. So if I get a Nintendo Switch, I'm not gonna just go out and buy Mario. I mean, if it looks appealing, I might, but that's a huge might. I'll buy it for Pokemon. Pocket Monsters. That shit is right, and that shit is old. That system is old. So Switch game. And then it's weird because I think they're low on what's the word? Product, but availability of the system. And if they aren't low on availability of the system, they want to drive the demand of the system, which is weird to me. Because if you don't have enough of it, then obviously people are buying it. But if you have enough of it, then I don't feel like you should be trying to drive the availability of it. Like you should be trying to drive people to want to buy it, if that makes sense.
Leave the area now! This is for authorized personnel only!
Damn, nigga.
Yeah, we had to really think about that, huh?
The Wii?
You play other people's Wii, but you don't own one yourself. I'm the same way. Right. Same here.
I mean, my folks had a Wii. My folks had a Wii. I thought it was pretty good. I like Wii Sports. Wii Sports and Mario Mix Sports. Now, if you had, yeah, I was gonna say, if you ask me, they fucked up at the Wii U. That shit.
That's funny though. The Wii had like hella, we got like hella play off the freeware that it came with. Fucking Wii Sports.
Right. Like when I think of the Wii U,
Yeah.
when I think of the Wii U, that's the first thing that I think of because that was a really interesting thing. It was almost like the Sega 6-pack. Anybody remember that? One cartridge.
Hell no.
6.
Oh no, I remember that shit now.
Yeah.
Cause me and my homeboy, he used to have that shit, and we would switch between the games. And there was one game, I don't remember the name of that shit, but we were like, he would be one dude, I would be the other dude, and we would just walk along, just beating up shit. I don't know, I remember that shit.
Streets of Rage. That's what it sounds like you're describing. Streets of Rage.
What is it called?
Streets of Rage. Oh my god.
Yes, motherfucker. That shit was so much fun. Like you get on with your homie and just smash shit until y'all both die.
And it was funny because it was a black dude, a white dude, and a white girl, and the white guy's name was Axel. I think the black guy's name was like Brody or some shit like that. And I forget the girl's name, but it was so amazing, and the music was like the best. Like I hate that Sega went under, but that was my other point.
With the Saturn.
That was I guess that was my other point. I like Sonic, but you don't hear me like hyping up they Sonic games because to me all they Sonic games are garbage. To me, all of them are garbage.
That might happen if Rabbit does well. That might happen. Might happen if Rabbit does well.
Man, I was gonna say that shit took me by left field for real, cause
that took everybody by surprise, bro. Mario game by somebody other than Nintendo, yo.
Right.
Didn't nobody expect that shit.
This is their. I would say this is their one chance to try, and I'm pretty sure when if
wait, but who did they get that to? Is that Ubisoft? Oh shit, they gave it to Ubisoft.
Because it's Raven, Rabbit, Mario.
That's it. That's it. It's Nintendo gonna be like, oh, we gave it to the wrong person. Oh, cancel it. No more third party. No more third party.
Shut up.
God damn.
Terrible. Terrible.
Like pretty soon, Nintendo's gonna make all the wrong decisions, and they're gonna end up with them third-party indie games. And they can be like, remember when Nintendo used to be AAA? What? Nintendo used to be AAA? Yeah, son, you don't remember? I mean, oh wait, that was before your time. Damn.
God damn.
and then I'm gonna give them that look. I'm gonna give them that look like fucking Kratos. I'm gonna be like, look away, boy.
You motherfucking look away, boy. Boy, look away.
Oh my god, it's gonna be so climatic. Bruh, I promise you, if they include a sex scene in God of War, I'm going to pause. I'm going to pause and restart that whole section just so I can stream that one part. And the
You're gonna
entire
get
time, the entire time,
We all go back.
the entire
Gonna
time
reload
it's
the save
happening,
file.
I'm just gonna be like, so where's your son, Kratos? This is how you teach your children about the birds and the bees? Like, this is what we do?
Oh God.
We just.
I mean, shit, ain't no better way to learn than to be there.
We sit your son in a room and he watches as you deflower 2 other women in front of his eyes. Like, I mean, what about his mom? What about the woman who may? What about the woman who may or may not be his mom, who may or may not be dead? Like,
Baby killer! I never meant to kill that baby! He's innocent, he thought it was a chicken!
hey, you know what? You know what? That brings me to point number 2 about God of War. If that's the case, the trophy's gonna read, "Oops, I done guffed up," and it's gonna be one of his previous encounters with them women, and they gonna come out and be like, "This is yours." I'm just, it's not that. It's just the fact that it stuck out in my mind the most. Like, when I thought of God of War, I thought of blood, death, and all the women that you can fuck as Kratos. And so when I saw God of War 4, it didn't dawn on me. I was like, all right, cool. You know, God of War, Kratos being a dad, that's cool. And then I was like, oh shit.
You know what,
Fucking
Jack?
bitches.
If you go around killing every
What if he
asshole
does?
who
I was
talks
like,
about you,
bruh, it's possible.
you can have a few
It's
million
possible.
assholes
I
to
mean,
kill.
true, this is a laid back. This is a laid back, you know, I'm doing my dad thing, Kratos. Like, he seems like this is new to him, so, you know,
Yeah, it's a quote from yourself. And you know what? I'm
Right.
pitching your movie. Nobody's biting.
and I still feel like
Like this. Hey,
I still feel like he's gonna have that same fear that Zeus had, where he's gonna feel like his son is gonna grow up to try to kill him
Chinese
for whatever
people,
reason.
who wants to get killed
But
in a movie?
the only way I can
Car.
see Kratos avoiding
Zeus
this,
was the fucking worst father, dog.
Right.
We never talk about that.
the only way I
First,
can
this
see
nigga fucked his
Kratos-
own dad up, and then he tried to fuck with his kids. Like, come on,
Right.
Zeus.
The only
This
way I
nigga
can see
came out the
this
womb
not
like, bitch,
going
I'm here.
bad for Kratos is if he just doesn't think in the same way as Zeus. Because remember, Zeus was afraid that his son would come back and kill him, so he did everything in his power to keep that from happening, which ultimately made that happen. So I feel like if Kratos just, you know, doesn't let his imagination run wild. Then
So you know what, kids? If the gods can teach anything, patricide.
All right. So can we please talk about this Anthem versus Destiny so I can wrap this up? Because I would like to get on the road to head out somewhere.
Where you going, Lyndon?
Don't worry about that. Oh, you know it's funny. I had an answer for that. What's up?
Such was the excitement of the atomic age.
Anticipated game.
Oh,
Spider-Man. That is what is
We
impressing me
still
the
gotta do
most.
Anthem versus Destiny if y'all want to. But I would say, oh, okay, yeah, go ahead.
Okay. No, it's in your court, Sean, because you want to do this Anthem versus Destiny. I can't think of anything.
Well, the thing is, I guess
add.
I didn't think about it, but you would have to see, like the thing is, this Anthem, how it looks now, is actually how Destiny looked when it first came out. Like years ago,
When they showed gameplay footage,
Ooh.
like I don't know if anybody saw that, but somebody did a comparison video where they had the original like beta or like working footage. You know what I'm saying? So it was like you had the 3 subclasses. Their abilities weren't as defined or anything. There was like a warlock, like you could just push a button and they would throw a nova bomb. It wasn't like a super.
Right.
The warlock would stab people and stuff. You know, so the game was highly unfinished. You know what I'm saying, compared to what it came out to be. But you know, I think Anthem looks a lot better than Destiny did when they first revealed it. It has greater movement mechanics than Destiny did when they first revealed Destiny and everything. And the dynamic weather system with that storm that they had would be similar to a public event, which is what they showed when it first came out. So people are claiming that this is supposed to be Activision's answer to Destiny. You know what I'm saying? So I want to see. Yeah, nah, Destiny ain't nothing gonna kill Destiny. Let's just be honest. The only thing that can kill Destiny is Bungie. Let's just be honest.
Right.
Destiny now has the
It'd have been
following,
more funny
and
if you said the only
Destiny
thing
been
killed
out long
Destiny.
enough. So the only thing that's gonna kill Destiny is Bungie, and that's if Bungie be fucking up. So we'll see that.
I hope
Ain't nothing
not.
gonna kill Destiny but Bungie. But
some people might have.
yeah. So they look
be saying that
like
already
they look
putting
very
things
similar
down.
right now, to be honest with you. But I just kind of want to see how it comes out, and if it were to come out, what do you think? What do you think you would end up playing more? Because I know I'll probably end up playing both on PlayStation.
Man,
Especially if any of you were to get it, because that would be
I'm
my
gonna get
because
it.
you all are my friend base, you know,
It
and that's the
depends.
game where you want to play it socially. So
It
like based
depends
on
on
based
what
kind of
they're
on
offering.
vanilla Destiny and what we saw at E3, which one do you think you would spend more time playing?
Oh, based on vanilla Destiny and Anthem
Well,
and E3.
yeah, I would say I
Yeah.
would say kind of vanilla, because
I would be playing
Destiny 2 is the
Anthem
result of
all
you
day.
know, people complaining for years. You know what I'm saying? Anthem hasn't had a
God.
chance for that to happen.
We'll see. But
Not yet.
it's not a fair question to ask me because Anthem hasn't come out yet. Because automatically I'm gonna choose Anthem because it's new. Now, if they were both out at the same time, it depends on how they're received and how content is pushed out and whatnot. Like Rockstar, they can take as long as they want with content because the content's never bad, except for that tiny mission. That was like they. Yeah. How you gonna release free updates that suck? But anyway,
Wait, what game is this?
In Grand Theft Auto, they released free DLC. Like we can afford to wait for that because it's free and it's not really hurting us to wait for that. But with stuff like Destiny and Anthem, people are burning through the story. People are burning through, playing the same missions over and over again. If they can change the way missions are done in terms of having to play them over and over again to get different or new or better rewards, then I think they'll have an upper hand, an edge, and everything like that. But as long as it plays like Destiny, it won't be nothing but carbon copy. Slight improvements, still overall the same.
I wonder, like I think they either learn from Destiny, or I think they learn from Destiny because learn what you see, and hopefully they build a game that's as grand as what they show. But there are two occasions where on the way to the location to complete the mission, you discover two areas. There's an underground cavern that she passes while jetting through the water, and then there's a cave that both her and her friend in the the colossal armor passes. So it already looks to be more explorable than Destiny was at launch. Now I don't know if it'll be more explorable than Destiny 2 will be. So that's my thing it's like, where will Destiny be? Oh shit, get back in here. Where will Destiny be by the time that comes out, and will it compare? Which is actually a very impossible question to answer.
Yeah, and see, that's just one of those things because that's why. Yeah, I was gonna say that's what leads me to Rob's comment about having said, he hopefully didn't downgrade. And I just, that's very true. It looks so unbelievable. Too perfect.
Citizens reporting an explosion on Palomino Freeway in Palomino Highlands.
We're at the little coffee shop around the corner.
Suspect inbound in a red sedan. Units reporting a 505 on Palomino Freeway.
He just gave up. I was like, yeah, we care about this a little bit more.
I wouldn't be mad at them if they came out and said that.
Roger.
I would be like, alright, y'all admitted it. I appreciate that.
Officers report
Oh,
505
when I saw it
Palomino
again,
Freeway.
I swear to God, that man like wiggled his eyebrows to let you know that hey, my face isn't tired. Like I'm stressed as shit, but my face is not tired.
Dispatch, suspect located.
Just quit.
We
Like we done, bro. Let's go ahead.
So
Suspect doing 70 miles per hour on Palomino Freeway in the Batavia Mountains.
I was surprised. I kind of thought it would be. I thought it would be either within or yeah. Hell yeah. What the fuck? What the fuck? But you ready for that scene, ain't you?
Oh god.
Officers report a reckless driver
shit.
north
Look away, boy.
I knew it. I knew it. I was waiting on it.
Cause you can picture it in your
shit.
Cause you can picture it in your mind, can't you? Just picture
Look the fuck out, will ya?
Look, I can hear it sounding like that now. I'm not picturing it, but I can hear it sounding like that.
I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna let you figure out. Right. They can get separated.
They get separated and Kratos is so ruthless, he gonna
Units
stop looking
reporting
for the
a
boy.
reckless driver on
Like, yeah. Kratos like, yeah, I'll find that little shit later.
Sanchez.
Drop your jaws, baby. Like, come on, man. God damn. I'm sorry. That should be terrible.
Units reporting a 245 on Sonora Freeway. Suspect doing 70 miles per hour in a white Obey 9F.
Dispatch, can we get someone with a visual? We do not have a visual.
Damn!
Right.
Dispatch, we have a suspect in a car.
Roger that.
I mean, that would make sense. Like, if it was an actual father-son situation, you know, he
Officers report a reckless driver. He said,
he would bring him in, like, if he felt the battle was, you know, if he felt like the boy was ready for that particular fight, he would probably, you know, invite him to join along, since, you know, Kratos' version of fishing is killing people, you know?
Oh shit. Bruh.
Ah, shit.
Oh, I can't wait for that. Alright, Nova.
Probably Anthem, because it has that great open world co-op experience, and hopefully with the story, it looks great.
That's one thing I'm scared of. I'm more concerned with the story. Anything that's meat based, just tell me what the story is. Like spoil
Right.
the story. Like
Right.
I just don't want a repeat of Year One Death. Granted, I didn't play it.
Oh God.
But because
well,
of what I heard.
I don't cool with that.
Right.
Yeah, it was pretty.
Y'all wasn't here doing day one. Y'all wasn't pressing that button at 3 a.m. trying to get in the thing. Nah, I was really sitting there doing that. I was sitting there pushing that shit like, let me in, motherfucker.
Nah, Lyndon wasn't there when it was like, oh, the story's not over.
Well, I'm what you call a test tube guardian. They fucking built me from the DNA of like the first Guardians.
Yeah, you wouldn't still be there.
Right.
Oh man. I don't think I would have either.
Because the only thing there was to really do was a little bit of story, Crucible, to your fucking.
And how long was it until they came out with raids? It was like a year, wasn't it?
No, raid launched.
No,
raid launched shortly after. The first raid launched shortly
next
after
Friday.
the game launched.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say.
And the Vault of Glass was always revered as a good raid, so that
that's my favorite one.
They did raids good. They just didn't do the story good.
All right. So
yeah, it was.
Sean, what's your most anticipated E3 game?
I can't say. I haven't seen all the conferences.
Oh,
I could say Anthem, but I haven't watched Ubisoft completely and totally. Shit! I gotta go back up there. I haven't watched Ubisoft completely. Haven't watched Sony or Nintendo all the way.
Oh man, yeah, you gotta watch that shit. Please make sure it's the one.
I'm gonna try to sit down and like actually watch them, like not multitasking, watch them like stare at the TV and absorb everything. Like,
I'm saying, please make sure it's the one from what is that shit called?
I'm gonna make sure it's not the Spanish one.
No, nigga. Make sure it's the one from PlayStation, not from IGN, because their audio went out. And if you're streaming that, I'm expecting that lack of audio to carry over to their
to the other streams.
Yeah. Now, my favorite before we close this out is Spider-Man. If you can't tell, because I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, and it's something about swinging through New York City. This train came by pretty shit. It's something about swinging through New York City as Spider-Man that like really just it's kind of like therapeutic in a way. It's calming, it's relaxing, and then like when you see somebody or hear somebody, it's the fluidity of the graceful movement that I like about Spider-Man games. And every Spider-Man game has nailed it, from like the first PlayStation iteration to like everything else. It is just wonderful, just absolutely wonderful. And now more than ever, the combat is more pronounced. You can do a lot more. It seems like it's complicated, but I'm pretty sure when the game comes out, it'll be like real simple to do half the stuff that you do, and I'm pretty sure at some point it'll look even annoying. Like, dang, I'm just gonna web the guy up, swing over him. He's gonna be hanging like a mummy in the air, or hanging by his feet, or just it's gonna seem repetitive, but it's gonna look cool every single time. The only thing I don't like is probably his suit. His suit looks real. I don't like the suit. It's something about this suit that don't like is like maybe it's that white part in it, or the fact that it's not just blue and red and black, but it's like blue, red, black, and white. Like I don't know, but hopefully they'll come out with like some skins and stuff for it. Yeah, right. And then the fact that they're not doing Green Goblin or like any of his more iconic villains. They're starting with a guy that most people have never heard of, Mr. Negative. Man, I can't wait. So if I had to, yeah, I was gonna say if I had to choose a different game, it was supposed to be Death Stranding, but since we saw nothing of that game, not even after E3 was over with, I'm just gonna say Days Gone is filling that slot for like my second. So yeah. Oh yeah, I saw it. Yeah. Mhm. I bet it's gonna be some. I was. Mm, mhm. Mhm. That started all of this, right? Right. Or both. Or both. Ooh, or they might be trying to kill his son because of the things he's done. Like they might be like, well, shit, we can't kill you yet, but we damn sure ain't gonna let you raise a son. Like, right, a little Kratos. Like, man, can you imagine that? Go to school and be like, we're gonna have to schedule a parent teacher conference. Well, my mom's passed. I live with my dad. All right, what's your dad's name? My father's Kratos. You know what? You get A's for the rest of the semester and come into class as soon as you want. Right.
No, you gotta go. Bye. Hell no, you gotta find a new school.
Like, and then you're gonna have that one moment where like old Kratos comes out of the PTA and be like, "What do you mean it is $5 for a movie ticket? I came to see a show. Show me a show." Like, right. just fucking blades of clay. He's gonna jump and spin with his arms. It's gonna look a little gay until you see the fucking the fucking blades of chaos come out this nigga's like wrists. And he gonna fucking do that sideways spin from PlayStation All Stars, and everybody in the path of them blades is gonna be missing some limbs, right? But oh god, yes. You I need I need Nathan Drake to go on one last adventure and just discover like that same pottery with him on it, and then make a comment and be like, "Ugh, this guy obviously needed some sunlight." Just say something like really witty about him, huh? Oh yeah, god damn, that is sad. I don't even think he can kill himself either. So, oh yeah. I mean, I I'm gonna say obviously, but I just want to bring this podcast to a close now. We had some great points we done talked about. What's up? What's up? What are we missing? What about it? Oh, bro, you missed shit. You, uh, man. Oh God. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Oh, unlike The Witcher 3? I would say unlike The Witcher 3. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, my God, yes. Bro, it did. That was the first thing I thought. I was like, this man has a bow and arrow. Shame on you, Ubisoft. Shame on you, Ubisoft. Like the jump in air slow motion pull trigger. Man. Right. And right. And see, it it has me scared now because it, right, it has me scared because Thunderjaw. Nigga, he played it first. Man, it 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 scares me because I feel like we're finna run into one of them situations where we find out later on down the road that, oh, they just built this bitch from the ground up 6 months ago, and right now they're just trying to polish it. But they modeled the game after Horizon Zero Dawn when it came out. So yeah, have fun with that, y'all. Yeah, true. I was comparing it to other Assassin's Creeds, not other games. But that's a damn. Right, right. Because remember, Connor had a bow and arrow too, but that shit was nothing like what we saw in Origins. So, but oh my god, I I better be able to go. I better be able to go through a pyramid. Like that better be incorporated heavily. Man, I better be exploring one for the best of armor. Right. But let's shut it down and call it a day. And thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And I just want to say on the last note, look away, boy.